Hi there, Sazar here again. And after talking about my doggy finding a dogfish on the beach yesterday at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and how I decided to empower both of us in our relationship by allowing him to choose to let go of this special prize rather than me taking it off him, because of course, yes, I could take it off him. So a lot of the work that I do is centered around relationships, not only relationships with people, but relationships with your dog. And in all relationships, you have to have a good trust relationship. You have to be trusting of one another. And sometimes that can take some time for us to learn what it really means to trust. In fact, the hardest lessons are where we learn the most. So I think that there'll probably be a lot of people out there that go, oh, but I'm really nice and I'm really trustworthy, but I have these issues with my dog. And that's quite normal. You know, you're not alone. There's a lot of people out there that have these struggles. So sometimes what we have to do when we have these struggles is to get really within. And this is the thing. Really getting within. I think a lot of people don't know what it means to get within, because most of us do have fragments that have become island-like within us that we haven't acknowledged and we haven't healed from whenever they upset us. Generally, these things happen when we're young, and we have these things that come up. Emotions, and sometimes they just keep playing havoc. Sometimes we don't even know what they are. Sometimes we know that we have some issues, but we don't know where they stem from. So we do need to get within, because when we can clear our own self, clear our inner blockages, then we can have much greater relationships with those that surround us, be it other human beings or animals. Now, animals don't really worry too much about all of the stresses and whatnot, because they don't judge us in the way that we judge ourselves or other people. But they do pick up energy, and that is the thing. They do pick up energy. And if there's something going on and this with yourself, they are going to be picking up on that energy. So if there's some sort of energy that is not in alignment with what you want to be doing in life, how you want to be in life, if you don't resolve it, you're not going to be able to heal your relationship with your dog. So one of the things that is really helpful, I mean, obviously there's lots and lots of different aspects to this, but one of the things that's really helpful is to begin by meditating with your dog. Now, some people might assume that meditation is not really going to get them very far, but I can assure you it really does work. I mean, I've been doing this now for a long time with my dog and with other dogs, and I've been doing classes, and I've been seeing customers or clients with dogs. And I can tell you that when you do this with dogs, meditate with dogs, then everything changes. Huge changes happen. Dogs enjoy meditation. They love it. They really do. And the better you get at doing it with them, the easier it is for them to understand, it's time to meditate. This might seem crazy, but I tell you, it really works. It really, really works. So, what might you want to listen to when you meditate? Now, there's different ways to meditate. I would say there are two main ways as human beings to meditate. One of them is to check in with yourself. So, to ask your inner higher self questions. That would be one way to meditate. That would not necessarily be the way that you would meditate with your dog, although that is certainly a way that you could meditate later on when you're not sure about what's going on, if there's something that's happening with you and your dog. And then the other way to meditate is to find stillness, is to just be still, to just observe the thoughts but do not judge them. So any thoughts that come up, just observe them, don't judge them, and just let them pass you by. The more you practice this, the more still you'll find your mind becomes, and soon you'll be able to sit there for a good amount of time without any thoughts coming. I remember many years ago sitting on a bus with somebody, and they said to me, "What are you thinking about?" And I went, "I'm not thinking about anything." They went, "What? What do you mean you're not thinking about anything?" I'm not thinking about anything. I can sit quite easily without thinking about things. I'm not one of these people that has to be thinking all the time. And they couldn't understand it. They just said, "But you must be thinking about something." I was like, "No, I'm not thinking about anything." And then it occurred to me at that point that there were people out there that actually couldn't go without continually thinking. And that this is one of the biggest problems for a lot of people, is that they're just constantly thinking. So you have to practice it. I mean, it does take practice if you've not done it before, but start small and work your way up. Just a few minutes is still meditation. You know, you can do that anywhere. Everybody has 2 minutes to spare each day. So when somebody says, "Well, but I haven't got any time," well, no, you have got time. You're just pretending you haven't got time. Everyone has time, and it's so beneficial. And you can just put on some nice music. I say nice music. Everybody has their ideas of what nice music is. But things that uplift energy, not things that take away energy. So something that's really calming, like the sounds of water, those sorts of nice gentle sounds. And just concentrate on your breath. Breathing in, aware that I'm breathing in, breathing out, aware that I'm breathing out, breathing in, aware that I'm... This is what I say to myself. This is something that I teach in my classes. It's actually Thich Nhat Hanh who uses that as an exercise, and I think it's really, really helpful, very useful. So I have shown others this exercise. So meditate with your dogs. I'll talk more about meditation in due course, but that's just as a starter. So thanks very much for watching, and may you be blessed, and may your relationships with your dogs be blessed to look after them and look after yourself. Peace.